Hey everyone, I am back with another amazing, immaculate, and full of facts video. Now let's get into today's topic. Imagine this. A massive parade in Beijing, thousands of troops marching, jets roaring over Tiananmen Square, and some of the most powerful world leaders standing shoulder to shoulder. But behind all the marching and military might, shocking conversations were caught on a hot mic, secret deals were hinted at, and the event shook global politics in ways nobody expected. This is the unbelievable story of the 2025 China Victory Day Parade, a spectacle that was about much more than just tanks and missiles. On September 3rd, 2025, Beijing's Chang'an Avenue became the center of the world. More than 12,000 troops prepared for months to perform with flawless precision. This parade wasn't just a celebration. It marked the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II and the Second Sino-Japanese War. China had already teased the event earlier in the year, promising displays of new-type combat capabilities. That phrase meant one thing: weapons the world had rarely, if ever, seen before. The day began with a bold speech from Xi Jinping. He reminded the world of China's sacrifices in World War II and warned that humanity once again faces a choice: peace or war. His message was clear: China will not be intimidated, and its rise cannot be stopped. It wasn't just history he was talking about. This was a warning directed at rivals today. Then came the most powerful part of the day, the military showcase. On the ground, the parade began with the PLA Honor Guards, followed by battalions representing every branch: Army, Navy, Air Force, Rocket Force, Aerospace, Cyberspace, and even information support. Next came the heavy firepower: Type 99B battle tanks, hypersonic YJ-21 anti-ship ballistic missiles, and even anti-satellite weapons like the HQ-19. The parade also highlighted the future of warfare. Unmanned drones, robotic land vehicles, and stealth UCAVs flew across the square, clear proof that China is investing heavily in AI-driven combat systems. Then the skies opened up. J-20 stealth fighters streaked across the air, nuclear-capable bombers flew in formation, and giant transport aircraft reminded the world of China's ability to move troops anywhere. It wasn't just a show. It was a statement. China can fight in the air, on land, at sea, in space, and even online in cyberspace. All of this was set to powerful, patriotic music performed by the Central Military Band. Each song was carefully chosen, blending wartime classics with modern anthems. The music wasn't entertainment. It was part of the message that China sees itself as both a guardian of history and the force shaping the future. But here's what made this parade truly shocking: the guest list. On Tiananmen Gate stood some of the most controversial leaders in the world: Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, Iran's President Pezeshkian, and over 20 other leaders from countries like Pakistan, Malaysia, Cuba, Kazakhstan, and Serbia. To the west, this lineup looked like the birth of an anti-Western alliance. In fact, the European Union openly called it a challenge to the rules-based global order. And then came the most bizarre twist of the day. As Xi Jinping and Putin walked up to Tiananmen Gate, a hot mic caught their private conversation. What were they talking about? Not weapons, not strategy, but human immortality. Putin spoke about biotechnology, saying future organ transplants could make humans younger. Xi replied that people might live to 150 years, with 70 being considered young. This conversation, meant to be private, was broadcast live to millions before the cameras quickly cut away. Later, Putin admitted, it really happened. Think about that. During one of the biggest military parades in history, two of the world's most powerful men casually discussed defying death itself. There were also surprising encounters. South Korea's parliamentary speaker Woo Won-shik shook hands with Kim Jong-un, their first meeting in 7 years. Putin even asked Woo if he had a message for Kim, hinting at back-channel talks right in the middle of this display of force. The reactions were intense. Japan condemned the parade, calling it historical revisionism, and urged other nations not to attend. Taiwan outright banned its officials from joining, calling the event fascism disguised as nationalism and criticizing China for spending billions on parades while ignoring domestic problems. Russia, meanwhile, escalated the Ukraine war. launching 500 drones and missiles on the very same day. And in the United States, Donald Trump shrugged it off, posting that he had a very good relationship with Xi and sending his warm regards to Putin and Kim Jong-un. So, what was the 2025 China Victory Day parade really about? On the surface, it honored history and displayed cutting-edge firepower. But beneath it all, it revealed shifting global alliances, backroom diplomacy, and even the personal dreams of world leaders about extending human life. It wasn't just a parade. It was a message to the world, a glimpse into the future of war, and maybe even a look into the future of humanity itself. And now that I'm back, you can expect more powerful stories like this. Deep dives into the events that shape our world. So stay tuned, because bigger, better, and even more amazing content is on the way.